morning, everyone. My name is Lin Pingshen. The paper topic I'm going to report today is a risk analysis of stevedoring operations in seaport container terminals. This is the outline. First of all, I will briefly describe the motivation and purpose of this study, and then explain the definition of risk management, and then talk about the current operation of container terminals in Kaohsiung Harbor. Then the analysis of the questionnaire finally conclude. Introduction. As international trade gradually began to flourish, the container terminal has started playing an important role in the whole process of logistics and supply chain management. Terminal operation is a highly capital-intensive industry. It's not easy to make profit among this competitive market. Any unexpected mistake can cause huge damage, not only property, but also human life. Therefore, the executive of loading and unloading risk management should be emphasized, and then it can effectively control visible and invisible costs. That is the research purpose. They have two. First is the assist with the container terminal operation under the identification of risk management and gain a better understanding of the impact of the risk. Second is reduce the frequency and severity of container terminals accident in loading and unloading operation, and ensure the outcome is reasonable and acceptable to the container operators. Next is the definition of risk management. Based on this literature review, we can sum up this literature review and to talk about the risk management. The risk management is a process of the management. It's a continuous cycle. Start from the risk identification and followed by step till the risk treatment. And it is include conformance and performance. It integrates resources to lower the harmful effect. Combine safety management and insurance management. Besides, different risks has different ways to solve, so business should select the most suitable one. That's why we should measure the likely damage frequency and severity, and take advanced preventive measures. Next is the literature review. According to the literature review, the data shows that accidents occur in warehouses and the container operation areas account for about 25% of supply chain. Then most accidents caused by human carelessness. To sort out, evaluate such data as insurance, compensation, and categories of goods. Sort out the top three damage causes are: first, humidity pollution, rust, and decay; third, inland transportation accident; third, container terminal operation accident. As a result, establish a high-risk strategy management is necessary. Next is the current operation of container terminals in Kaohsiung Harbor. The study says there are 5 terminal centers in Kaohsiung Harbor, but because of this paper is published in 2010, so exactly there are 7 terminals in Kaohsiung Harbor now, and it adopted a professional dock system. This is through container terminals operators. And then the study is based on the collected data, the risk assessment of the current container terminal loading and unloading operation of 3 terminal operators, A, B, and C. Start from the container terminals of A. This is the deep water terminal, and it adopts a variety of trawlers. For example, a gantry crane trawlers, stacker trawlers, and transporter. Next is the B's container terminal. This is 2 container terminals, and it carried out a dredging plan in this terminal's channel in 2005 to meet the opportunity. operation demand. And the next is the C. Currently listed 4 container terminals, and these terminals are located at different centers. The transport of the containers is also to the traffic transporter and combiner travelers. Next is the questionnaire. The questionnaire in this study decides is interview 3 specialists and all of them were the directors of loading and unloading in international docks. So this is the response rate of the survey. Totally 550 were sent out, 95 were retrieved, but only 79 were viewed. Next is the respondent of profiles. It shows the individual information of every respondent, includes gender, age, and working experience and current occupation. Next, 2 table is the measurement standard of risk severity and the frequency. And all these 2 tables are based on the 5-point Likert type scale. So, according to these 2 tables, the next following risk factors were based on these 2 tables and calculate the average and the deviation, standard deviation. Next is the result analysis. These are the risk factors may occur in loading and unloading container terminals operating, a total of 17 kinds. I will talk about the top ones and the last one in terms of severity and frequency. So this is the level of risk severity and frequency in container terminal operator. We can classify to the 6 different areas of risk. The sum is the frequency, the mean of frequency, and plus the mean of severity. From 2 to 4 points is low, 5 to 7 is medium, and 8 to 10 is high. According to the results, all of these risks are between 4.96 and 6.56. So these risks are all divided into the median level. And the next is the level of risk severity and frequency in container terminal operation. I just show the top 3 and back 3. And the top one in severity is the risk 10. A gantry crane did not lift the boom to move facility and caused damage to the police compartment. And the last one is risk 5. Inattention to the loading height of ships and the actual draft depth. The top one in frequency is the risk 3. Ships go by the waves cause the decline body and rise prow or change slip cable. The last one in frequency is the slip the containers to the travelers directly. And based on these 2 tables, we can make the risk matrix in stevedoring operation. And in terms of frequency and severity, we can divide into 5-stage level from low to high. The most important in this chart should be priority should be taken is the risk 1 and risk 3. Risk 1, as I just mentioned, is the top one in terms of frequency, and the risk 1 is in the correct height of hangars or slip channels while loading and unloading. In this chart, the most important thing is lower the severity. So this should include improving the berth working area, promoting safe training, establish procedures for standard tax, enhancing the berth cash barrier, and taking out an insurance policy. The final part is suggestions and conclusion. This study promotes some suggestions as follows, according to the 5 parts. First one is use more professionals, further investigation and overall planning to execute risk management of loading and unloading operation. In the process, they should continuously oversee its implementation and evaluate performance. Finally, take corrective action and establish a database. 2 is, according to the level of risk, we can classify and set a system of reward and punishment danger management. Then require the container operators to take responsibility and to take attention to risk. Third part is to reduce the risk accident rate. We take the measure of prevent damage, such as establish the container loading and unloading operating procedure, and or design of the route of travel, and so on. This way could not only reduce the damage frequency, but also cut the insurance cost, so it could lower the risk management cost and higher up the risk management benefit. The fourth part is establish the way of insurance contract and shift the greater power to insurance company. They should be more careful about the insurance items and insurance coverage. The final part is loading and unloading operation must be careful and watch out everything in the working time. And the better understanding of the standard procedures. So hopefully this discussion about gunner's loading and unloading risk operation in this research could provide a variety of risk management strategy to the container terminals dealers as reference. Thanks for listening.
Okay.
All right. I like you had the microphone up where it made it, we can hear better. And that's important. Again, this is your first time. I have one question here on one of the slides. And of course, there's no numbers. This slide right here, you say ships go by. I think I know what you're trying to say, but I want you to tell me what you mean. It says ships go by and waves cause declined body and raise proud and change slipped cables. It's not much of a good sentence. What are you trying to say?
Air condition, the weather is bad and the wave could be very big wave, and the wave comes, the prow of the ships will be up and the declined body will be down. And the cable in the ships will be slip. So this can be cause the damage.
Okay.
Is that
I guess ships go by,
Ships go.
they cause a wake.
Wait.
Is this what they're talking about? That it's causing a wake?
Wake.
Do you understand a wake?
Wake.
When you go through the water, it causes water to push away from the ship.
Mhm.
And so ships go by, are they saying that the wake causes waves?
I think that means if the wave was too big and the ships may be up and down.
I think my feeling, because they say ships go by, is the ships going by are causing the water to rise and fall, not the weather.
Slipper cable. All ships.
Because
It's the waves cause the
like
ships.
the speed limit in San Diego, California, we do not have a speed limit for ships. We have a requirement called no wake.
Wake.
In other words, they don't cause water to push over and cause the ships to move up and down.
Yeah.
And so it's whatever speed that is.
That's too professional. Okay. Yeah.
That's too professional.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, it says ships go by and waves cause declined body.
What's the
Declined body.
body is in the ship, right?
The ship's brought in the
Oh,
medium.
Oh, the ship, okay.
Okay, the ships.
Yeah, they're talking about wake.
你们写的这是谁看得懂啊？
没有，这是
这不是他
in
们
the
Is this how they said it in the
No.
paper?
不是
Is this how they said it in the
yes,
paper?
it's in
Some
newspaper,
don't, some
just
don't.
Oh,
like
that's how they said it in the paper.
Yeah. No.
You better
Also
get a
is
better
the-
paper.
你们那个是不是你？三国东的。三国东的。
it's the paper
Deal
state.
The paper said that.
Yes.
Then they did a poor job. And and that's difficult for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, not need professional knowledge, and you need understand the special term.
Yeah.
Okay, about the shipping, about the navigation.
But see, this is not your fault. This is who wrote the paper.
This paper's fault.
Yeah.
Thank
The
you.
author. The author apparently does not know about ships.
Yeah. But you are expert about the navigation.
You are not a reviewer at that time.
No, I was just wondering if she had written this or if they had written it, because it's difficult for her to understand that.
Yeah. But you try to.
No.
Okay, but he just explained is okay. I ask her another question, okay?
Your presentation quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But your weakness is you choose the your chosen paper is 10 years ago. Why not just choose the recent paper that
Oh, okay.
It's not my choice.
There you go. The teacher wanted to give it.
the teachers select to?
Who's your teacher?
Okay. For client here, right? Client here.
Just over there.
And also, I have some suggestion for you that, for example, your risk factors. You put you put a very detailed on that. If you just copy and paste from
Yes.
the paper, right? You need to condense. I think just condense. You read it, then you condense the information into a small table.
Okay.
Then that will that will be very easy for the even though when you explanation everything, then that will be easier. Not just go every word to just explain that. Okay, that's very important. And also the your level or risk severity and frequency in the next page. I think that just close to the risk factor. I'm just curious about this one that because you do the summation for the frequency and severity, right?
Yes.
But from my point of view, will they count the same weight for the risk?
It's not the weight.
Same weight. You put the two things together, then you add it together, then that means the same weight for the frequency and same weight for severity in related to the risk, right?
Yes.
Why
Yes.
not just have some weight?
The risk is recruit the two tables, and the specialist will define what the risk is, third or second or third. And then
But
they
I mean that severity is related to the money, right? Then the frequency is related to how often it happens. Then you put two things sum together. I don't get it. What is the key point for that?
The unit is different.
Yeah, what's the mean?
I guess it's use the number 5 is about 1 to 5.
yes.
You can go back. You can go back to the
But even 1 to 5.
1 to
you
5.
still
Yeah,
have some-
one is slightly. What is that? Is one. Which you can go there. This is like here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this table.
Yes.
That is weight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, if you slight under the 10,000,
10,000 bucks.
that's the weight 1. It's called
Yeah.
1. Is right?
Okay.
Or that is the weight. So the frequency. Hey, you are also is right. Explain that.
Is he an author?
Any
Okay, it's my
reference?
fault.
Ah,
Because this is a risk management method.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
part, one of the risk management
Oh,
method.
Okay.
So
Okay.
some articles, some paper
Use this.
use
Use
this matrix.
That's
Yeah.
the risk matrix.
Oh, okay.
yeah. The thing is, it's to do with insurance, so it's always money. It's always money.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
If
yes.
it costs you more money, it's more important.
So that's his weight. Okay. Sport.
Okay.
Now, did the paper, it called A, B, and C, did it tell what A, B, and C ports were?
It just tell,
No.
The
Yes,
terminal
sir.
company.
They don't want you to
they
tell.
just show
Ah,
They just
the paper just show A, B,
See.
C operators.
he says that the terminal companies did not want people to know their name.
哪一
Yes.
个啊？
I can guess.
万海。
这有什么？
You're gonna be in trouble.
Okay, we cross the door.
Oh, okay.
没问题吗？好，没有。
And only one other thing, you might think about your colors of slides.
Oh.
The colors of the slides, some of them are difficult to read.
哦，OK，OK，
Yeah,
知道。
alright. Yeah.
Your background is dark and your word should be light.
Oh, okay.
You are clear, okay. Contrast or. But I have a question is that the author.
Time's up, okay.
Time is up.
Times. I mean, I read.
Plus of
No, you use the plus. It means
Yeah.
yes, the frequency weight plus the likelihood
I
is
see.
right.
I
Why
see.
use the times?
When we use the time.
Understand
That's
what
my study. This is the first about risk management paper. So, but I think something wrong. So after my research, all
Use the
all
time.
these parts. Yeah.
So this garbage paper.
And the poor girl has to present it.
Some article use plus.
Progressive.
I have a literature
paper
review.
published in the SSCI. SSCI. So remember this paper published in the high quality.
High quality,
journals.
yeah.
No
Of
problem.
course,
No
of
problem.
course,
Just. But the later is you.
But later I use plus.
Oh,
Yeah.
You use plus.
Yeah, that's a different point of view.
That's
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
that's
no,
right.
no problem. Yeah.
But I think some
Okay,
of
okay,
the literature use the plus. But I think this topic is very difficult for
Yeah.
because they
Yeah,
just
very
only second year of university.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.